The ranking of the most handsome BTS members, according to the majority of people in the United States, has finally been revealed, and the results might shock you. Based on recent polls, forum discussions, and global media coverage up to 2025, this list captures how American fans truly perceive BTS visuals, not just by looks, but by presence, aura, and emotional connection. From timeless features to magnetic charm, each member holds a unique place in the hearts of US fans. Here's the official visual ranking. Number 7. Suga, Min Yoongi. In the American public eye, Min Yoongi is the kind of handsome that reveals itself over time. While he doesn't always dominate magazine covers or global beauty charts at first glance, his visuals carry an elegance that American fans describe as quietly powerful. His sharp monolid eyes, calm demeanor, and refined bone structure make him more intriguing the longer you observe him. Unlike more expressive members, Suga often maintains a cool, reserved presence that fans interpret as both mysterious and intelligent. What Americans particularly appreciate is his depth, how his looks reflect his introspective personality, often paired with a sense of emotional maturity. Whether sitting silently on a talk show couch or delivering introspective lyrics on stage, his visual presence speaks volumes without needing to be loud. There's a poetic quality to the way he carries himself, and for fans in the US who value subtlety, intellect, and calm charisma, Suga's appeal is undeniable. He's not the kind of person who walks into a room and steals the spotlight. He's the one who leaves quietly, but makes you remember him long after. His understated style, warm but infrequent smile, and deep voice only amplify this effect. Many fans have admitted that Suga wasn't their first bias, but after seeing his raw interviews, unfiltered moments, and off-guard glances, they couldn't look away. His beauty is layered, not meant to impress instantly, but to stay and grow. Number 6. J-Hope, Jungkook. When it comes to radiant energy and expressive charm, American fans agree that J-Hope holds a unique visual presence that's impossible to ignore. Though he's not always the first name mentioned in traditional most handsome lists. His joyful aura and captivating facial expressions have earned him a strong position in the hearts of US audiences. Described as the human embodiment of sunshine, J-Hope's glowing skin, bright smile, and lively eyes create a look that feels both warm and magnetic. What makes him stand out is how his visuals mirror his personality, genuine, energetic, and full of life. In motion, he's electric. On stage, his charisma erupts through every movement, and in candid moments, his laughter and kindness light up every frame. American fans especially resonate with his natural expressiveness, finding beauty not just in symmetry, but in how much emotion he can convey with just one look. Many comment that pictures can't do him justice. It's the way he moves, talks, and interacts that completes the visual experience. His style is vibrant and bold, often pushing fashion boundaries while still feeling authentic to who he is. There's a dynamic, youthful beauty to Hoseok that's less about looking like a statue and more about making you feel something real. Fans in the US frequently say that J-Hope gives off best friend you fall for vibes, someone whose joy becomes contagious, whose confidence feels comforting, and whose handsomeness grows every time he makes someone smile. In a world obsessed with surface beauty, J-Hope ranks high by simply being real and shining without trying. Number 5. RM, Kim Namjoon. Holding the 5th spot in the American visual ranking is none other than BTS's brilliant leader, RM, praised not only for his commanding presence, but also for the kind of attractiveness that radiates intelligence and strength. US fans often describe Namjoon as the intellectual boyfriend type, someone whose looks are elevated by the way he speaks, thinks, and carries himself. With his tall frame, strong jawline, and intense gaze, RM brings a masculine energy that feels mature and grounded. His visuals don't scream for attention. They demand it quietly through composure and depth. Americans tend to admire faces that tell stories, and Namjoon's eyes seem to carry wisdom, curiosity, and a little mystery all at once. Whether he's delivering a thoughtful speech at the United Nations or smiling shyly in a behind-the-scenes clip, fans notice how his expressions shift from serious to soft in a way that feels deeply human. His charisma is multi-layered. He's someone who can lead a room with calm authority, then disarm everyone with a laugh that feels genuine and unexpected. His fashion sense also adds to his visual appeal. Sleek, modern, and occasionally daring, always reflecting a sharp awareness of aesthetics. Number 4. Jimin. Park Jimin. Jimin captures American hearts with a kind of beauty that feels almost cinematic, delicate, expressive, and emotionally magnetic. Often described as ethereal or angelic by US fans, Jimin's soft features, plump lips, gentle eyes, and flawless skin give him a romantic, almost dreamlike aura. But what truly sets him apart isn't just how he looks, it's how he feels. Every glance, every movement, every smile seems to carry meaning. Americans have fallen for the way Jimin's face communicates vulnerability and sincerity, whether he's performing a graceful dance on stage or sharing a quiet, emotional moment during an interview. He doesn't just express emotions, he embodies them. There's a tenderness in the way he interacts with others, often offering comforting touches or supportive words, and fans see that same warmth reflected in his visuals. His voice, too, plays into his allure. Soft, sweet, and filled with emotion, it wraps around listeners like a whisper. US audiences love how his style mixes elegance with edge. Lace shirts and bold earrings one day, simple hoodies the next, each look bringing out a different shade of his beauty. He's seen as the type of person who could break your heart with a smile or heal it with a hug. American fans often compare him to a classic film lead, someone unforgettable not because he shouts the loudest, but because his presence lingers long after he's gone. For those who crave beauty that stirs the soul, Jimin's emotional depth and captivating softness place him firmly near the top. Number 3. Jin. Kim Seokjin. Claiming the third spot is none other than Kim Seokjin, universally dubbed worldwide handsome, and widely recognized by American fans for his strikingly symmetrical features and timeless beauty. In the eyes of many in the US, Jin represents a rare type of classical attractiveness that feels almost regal. With his broad shoulders, sharp jawline, soft yet commanding eyes, and effortlessly smooth skin, he embodies what many would consider the perfect visual in a K-drama prince or a Hollywood romantic lead. His face is often described as camera-proof. It looks flawless from every angle, in every light, on every screen. But what makes Jin's looks even more impactful is the contrast between his statuesque appearance and his playful, often self-deprecating personality. American fans are drawn not just to how handsome he is, but to how unaware, or humorously aware, he seems of it. He can confidently call himself handsome in one moment and burst into dad jokes the next, creating a charm that feels both majestic and approachable. His visual style often leans classic and clean, emphasizing his natural features rather than overpowering them. Whether dressed in a sleek tuxedo at an awards show or in cozy loungewear during live streams, his elegance always shines through. What elevates him in the US rankings is the sheer effortlessness of his beauty. It doesn't demand attention, it simply earns it. To many American fans, Jin is the definition of the word handsome, not just because of his facial perfection, but because of the way he carries it with humor, humility, and grace. Number 2. Jungkook. Jungkook. Taking second place is the golden maknae, Jungkook, whose visuals are not just admired in the United States, but deeply adored. American fans consistently describe Jungkook as the full package, youthful yet masculine, sweet yet intense, humble yet undeniably captivating. His features are clean and symmetrical, Big, expressive eyes, sharp brows, full lips, and a perfectly sculpted face that photographs like a dream from every angle. But what truly elevates him in the eyes of the US public is the way his physical beauty is balanced by an irresistible mystique. There's a quietness to Jungkook that Americans find alluring, a sort of inner world behind his eyes that adds layers to his image. His athletic build and sharp jawline add a layer of rugged charm that makes him stand out in both casual and formal looks. Whether he's performing in a sleeveless stage outfit, dressed down in a hoodie, or simply sitting in an interview, his presence commands attention without ever feeling forced. US fans often refer to him as boyfriend material, not just for his looks, but because of the authenticity and sincerity he projects in everything he does. His tattoos, piercings, and ever-evolving style add an edge that keeps him intriguing, while his shy smiles and soft-spoken nature remind fans of his sensitivity. It's that duality, confidence and vulnerability, that drives his popularity through the roof. For American audiences who value both surface beauty and emotional connection, Jungkook strikes the perfect balance, making him one of the most beloved visuals not just in BTS, but in global pop culture.
Number 1. Kim Taehyung. At the very top of the list, unanimously admired by American fans and international media alike, stands Kim Taehyung, the visual legend. In the United States, his face isn't just considered handsome, it's seen as art. Taehyung's features are often described as unreal or CGI-level perfect, with a bone structure that feels both uniquely exotic and universally captivating. His deep-set, expressive eyes, straight nose, full lips, and soft, square jawline create a look that defies typical beauty standards, making him unforgettable. But it's not just the structure of his face that earns him this top spot. It's the emotion he carries in it. Americans are drawn to his cinematic presence, that effortless switch from sultry to soulful, mischievous to melancholic. V doesn't just stand in front of the camera. He tells stories with a single glance. Whether he's walking through an airport with a blank stare or performing on stage with unfiltered passion, his gaze pierces straight through the lens and into the viewer. US fans love how unpredictable his fashion is, sometimes classy and vintage like a Parisian artist, other times bold and avant-garde, but always authentic to his essence. He's the kind of visual that sparks conversation, leaves people stunned, and makes even non-fans do a double take. What pushes him past every other member in this ranking is how his beauty feels like an experience, something you don't just see, but feel. There's an almost haunting allure to him, like he belongs in a film that hasn't been made yet. In forums, fan edits, and countless polls, V consistently dominates as the most visually striking member, not just in BTS, but across the entire K-pop industry. For American fans, Taehyung isn't just handsome, he's unforgettable.